So how's this work? I've been gone for a while. Do I say, welcome back, Clint Street Machines? Or do you guys say, welcome back, Clint? I'm not sure how to do this.
What would you do with a brain if you had one?
All right, so it's been a long hiatus. Not the first one this channel's ever experienced, but every once in a while, you got to do a little reset, right? So that's what we've been doing. For those of you who've been reaching out and worried about me, we're all good over here. We just... we took a little time off. There's been no like health issues or anything like that. So if you look back, you'll notice that we always kind of take a little time off around winter. And mostly it's because I don't have any insulation or heat out here in the garage. And it gets, if it's 29 degrees outside, my cold little tools are 29 degrees. So yeah, I don't really come out here when it's really cold. This Subaru Brat project we're building, you guys have given me an overwhelmingly positive response to that. You guys like the S10 just fine when we were working on that, but the Subaru seems to really be the vehicle everyone wants to see me build. Between friends, family, you guys, people out at the No Name Nationals, it's a clear winner as far as which project I should be working on. So we're going to continue working on the Subaru, and I really want to get it running and driving by No Name Nationals. Especially want to get it at least running and not falling apart on the freeway, which is what it did this time. We'll get into that later. Okay, so all that being said, I've got my fresh attitude, I've got fresh batteries in my shirt, and let's give you guys a walk around and show you what we're doing. Well, okay, let's just start right back here in the corner. All right, so we have the S10 is still sitting over here in the corner. We got our tires off the Subaru so it would fit more neatly into the shop, tuck into the corner better. Just to get it out of the way, because as soon as I got back from No Names, we had to work on another S10, which is what these tires and rims right here are off of, and those tubular control arms. Another thing we are working on is we are doing a bunch of upgrades to the Ram. That's my wife's truck. She's had it for 3 years. She's been my biggest supporter, and I'm supposed to be fixing up fancy cars for her because she's a truck girl and she loves custom stuff, and I've done nothing to her truck. So bad on me. I'm fixing that right now. We got Dallas's hood. We've got it patched up, filled all the holes, but it is still a wreck. I still have some shaping to do on that thing, and then Dallas will be picking that up and probably body work the living snot out of it and get it back onto his car. All right, I also went through, we also have not fixed the leak in the roof. So I just put a circle on the floor where it drips. These are all the extra parts we have left over from the Subaru when we disassembled it. I hate to just send all this to the scrapyard because first generation Subaru Brats are extremely hard to find, and even these beat up door panels. I really don't want to throw that stuff away. I got to figure somebody building a Brat would really need this stuff. I don't need that parts washer. I'm probably going to sell that. I don't need that belt sander. I'm probably going to sell that. And then I'm going to kind of start to condense this area down a little bit. What I'd like to do is get this blast cabinet maybe outside. I hate to put it outside because then I got to cover it, worry about the weather and critters and everything else. Now, the reason I want to move that sandblaster is because I'd like to get the truck out of here and make some more room. Okay, so here's what I think needs to happen. I need to keep this space available. I can't work on the Brat or the S10, and especially can't work on both of them at the same time without using this space. So I got to thinking about it, and I think what I need to do is I need to get the Subaru. It needs to be the priority as far as the YouTube build goes. And I need to get that moved out from the wall far enough that I can get around it easily to work. I can, roll the welder around all sides of it and things like that. So I need to get that thing over this way about 5 feet and maybe move it forward about 5 or 6 feet. So I think this S10 needs to get out of the way. Like I said, I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to try and sell it because it's in pieces. No one's going to want a truck in pieces. So I think I have a plan. I think what the plan is, since I have so much extra S10 crap laying around as far as stock parts go, I think I'm going to put this frame back together. I've already started. See, I got a couple U-bolts on it there. I had the whole front suspension blown off it. I've got that hung back on there. Everything's just finger tight. Nothing's permanent. But I think what I might do is just get this thing back on wheels so I can move it around. I cut the gas tank strap to make life easy. But there's another one off the other truck right there that I can replace it with. So we're good. I have everything I should need. So what I think we're going to do is I'm going to get that frame done, or put back together enough to roll it in here into our workspace, and then go through and start tightening everything up on it. installing everything onto the frame. It probably put the engine and transmission, the original engine and transmission, I should say, back into it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the thing together with the body and the bed back on it. And I may or may not make it drivable and actually start driving the thing around. It was a perfectly good truck before I took it apart. And I was taking it to car shows and stuff, and it was great. Met a lot of people who liked it. But I took it apart like a moron. And then I started a second project, which was even dumber. So I think that's the plan. We'll put the S10 back together, and that'll get the bed and that box out of the garage. It'll also get that engine out of the garage, which is really in the way. It's completely flat in the front wheels here, so you can't even roll it. It'll get that transmission out of here. That will free up a lot of space. A lot of this stuff will go with it too. Once the S10's out of here, I'll move this metal over to the other side of against the wall, and then I can pull this out, move it out, put the front end back on it. So yeah, we'll get the front end back on this. We'll get this pulled out and we'll start working on that again. Really looking forward to that. And then, gosh, what else? Like I said, we got to do the work on the Ram and get rid of a bunch of this stuff, do the upgrades on the winch. So there's a lot of stuff coming. Okay, so there's your first update video to let you know where we're at. Thanks a bunch for sticking around through those 3 months almost that we were not putting out any content. Like I said, we've been still doing our thing. We just didn't film it all. We have a couple things going on around here. One, we are probably going to launch a line of merch here pretty soon. Tony's Hot Rod Garage has a website called Gunslinger Graphics, graphics with an X. So Gunslinger Graphics. And he has about 7 YouTubers right now he's doing merch for, and he's going to do our merch as well. So we're in the development phase of that right now. So within the next month or two, I would assume we would have some merch available. So let me know if you guys are interested in merch. And if you are, what would you want? T-shirts, hats? Same old thing everyone else does. Give me your ideas down there, because I do listen to you guys. So thanks a bunch. I really appreciate it. Welcome back. And we'll see you guys in the next one. And until then, take care of yourselves.